sa tabi ko, hindi kita marinig. Or I don't know sa live though. Sige, sa loob ako.
Check. Check.
I-direct ka lang yung mas malakas na mic.
Check, check, check. Check, check. Check.
Dapat salapat tinira mo eh. Hindi. Ano salamat ka? Hindi pala yung binili mo? Nakatagal lumalabas. Wala na lumalabas.
Good evening, everyone. This is Derek and all together with Coach Kim Reyes, giving you the battle for third between the De La Salle University Green Archers and the Place-Dlsu. Coach.
Check. Mic. Check. Check. Oh, mic check.
Check, 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 check. Check. Tip-off just about to get started here between the De La Salle University Green Archers and the Place-Dlsu coach. We talked about during the pregame, if there's a way for the Altas to pull off this upset against La Salle, they're really going to need to use their speed and their perimeter shooting.
Yes, definitely, Derek, And kailangan natin makita yung ganun kagandang laro na pinakita last night netong Uphsd-Altas, di ba? And of course, that's gonna be led by Mark Cruz at saka neto ni L.A. Casinillo.
And a very interesting look here, Coach. Talking about La Salle, Cortez, Amos, and Kulang will start this game off on the bench.
Oo nga, parang they're trying to mix things up or parang they're giving para malift yung kumpiyansa netong kanyang mga teammates.
Wow, cashes in on that first three-pointer. And just as we mentioned it, Coach, right off the bat, Perpetual with a three. Pablo now with the basketball, hands it off to Saibol, fakes the handoff, sorry. Abadam now drives, kicks it out. Dungo, corner, triple!
Right off the bat, again, palitan agad ng 3-pointers. Galing dito sa Perps at saka sa De La Salle. Given by Doy Dumo. Ngayon naman, turnover para dito sa Altas. Here's Saibol now.
Saibol with the basketball. Dito to Pablo now with the basketball, sorry. Dungo, nowhere to go. Great defense by Maglupay. Abadam, he'll try and drive. He'll pull up from the short corner. Could not get that one to fall. Casinillo will be pressured full court by Saibol. Pagulayan, he had a big fourth quarter last night against Team Brian Curl.
Oo, grabe yun. Siya yung nagbigay talaga ng buhay dito sa Altas boys.
Casinillo now, teardrop is off the mark, but got the secures the rebound. Saibo, they want to feed Pablo down low. They give it to him against Tolabot. Pablo kicks it out to Dongo. Thought about the three this time. He'll make another one.
Ang ganda Ganda namang flyby na ginawa neto ni Doy Dungo. Tsaka isang dribble lang, tas konting lapit. Pasok yan para kay Doy Dungo.
That was something we didn't see last night from Dungo, coach. Now
Yeah.
with 2 threes in this first quarter.
Oo, actually, no. Pero he was taking his shots. Hindi lang talaga pumapasok. As that was their first game kagabi dito sa Rojas.
Bora left that layup short. Now Dungo trying to go for the heat check, decides to give it to Gagate. He'll take a three. That is off the mark for Stephen Gagate. Casinilio now with the basketball. Pass it off to Maglupay.
Actually, partner, no, if you're gonna think about it, as you mentioned, Jacob Cortez is not starting as well as JC Macalalan. Pero sa Perps din, si Mark Cruz is not starting as well.
Both teams really mixing up their starting lineup here to start this game, coach. But early on, it's been mostly the three-point shooting that has really carried both teams.
We've seen a couple of turnovers para dito sa dalawang koponan natin. No? Tas Montic na rin actually para dito kay Casinilio.
Casinilio, good use of the body there. And the spin over Earl Abadam.
Abadam is not small, ha? That's not a small defender for you.
Gagate fakes the handoff. Abadam was open there for second as Saibol. That was from way downtown. Couldn't hit the target. Pagulayan slips. He turns it over. Rungo on the other end. Abadam, great find down look at Gagate. But even better defense there by the Altas.
Yeah, you gotta commend the transition defense para dito sa red shirts. No?
No foul called there on the drive by Dungo. The Altas now on the other end. Maglupay drives. He couldn't get that layup to fall. So back and forth we go now in the Dingo Roa Civic Center. Saibo, he'll pump another three. Still can't get it to go. Gagate finally converting. Gagate using the size advantage there against the Altas, coach.
Grabe yung takbuhan natin dito. Wala pang 5 minutes yung nakukuha sa first quarter natin, ha. And reminder na sa viewers, this is the game for third place, di ba? So yung energy is talagang pang finals pa rin. That's how these teams want to win this.
And there might be something with this lineup, coach, because you mentioned it this entire tournament. LaSalle plays like a diesel engine, but today no slow start for the Green Archers.
Wala na. It's now or never na, eh. Di ba? Ito literal, win or go home. Eh.
Casinilio now with the basketball. Nowhere to go, finds Bora by the perimeter. He'll try and put the moves on Gagate.
Wow.
Another short lefty layup there by Bora.
Pero makikita mo yung footwork niya, hindi siya nag-traveling doon. Though na-short yung layup niya, pero he's showing great footwork.
Dungo on the other end. Was about to cook Bora on that possession. As both teams now with substitutions as Gojo Cruz, Dorendes, and El Sano check in. Meanwhile, for the Green Archers, Cortez, Marasigan, and Amos will check in.
Insert ko lang, partner. Itong si Gilsana ng Perps. Siya yung naging magic bunot last night, eh, as he was forced to play the 5 position and he delivered talaga agad. Eh.
Amos. A near steal there by Orgo. Cortez. He'll pump a long range through and he delivers.
Wala nang diesel dito. It's now or never. Jacob Cortez, first touch, first shot, pasok agad yan para sa ating Cool Cup.
The Altas look to talk things over here. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left of the first quarter. We'll be right back. Back to the action here between the De-La-Salle University Green Archers and the Uphsd-Altas. Early on, Coach, the shooting for the Green Archers have been on a different level.
Yeah, they've definitely been on point. Talagang right off nung pag-start pa ng game natin, tuloy-tuloy na itong magandang pinapakita ng De-La-Salle University.
Borja off target on that three-pointer as Amos secures the rebound.
Well, he did hit one earlier. Ito para sa Borja, diba? So, I think he does have the green light to shoot those as well.
Marasigan now with the shot clock winding down. He spins, he navigates. His layup was off the mark, couldn't even hit the rim, was Boris Marasigan. Orgo on the other side, given the space, contested three is good.
Yun yung hindi natin nakita last game ito si Orgo. I mean, he did have a couple of shots from beyond the arc, pero wala talagang pumapasok. Pero ngayon, unang bitaw niya, pasok agad yan. So that's gonna be interesting.
As Cortez nearly loses handle of that basketball, but I believe the ball will stay on this side, of the floor. On that previous possession, Coach, for the Altas, just a simple pick and roll. But I believe Saibol just went under the screen there, leaving Orgo wide open.
Oo, medyo malayo nga siya. And I mean, you can't leave a guy like Orgo wide open sa 3-point. He is gonna take those shots.
And that time, he made them pay as a foul is called, I believe, on Duremdes, trying to defend the Husky, Boris Marasigan.
Oo, partner, actually, that's gonna be a great matchup. Magandang panoorin yan tonight.
I would love to see who would win in a wrestling match between Marasigan and Ray Allen Maglupay, actually. Cortez down in the post with a spin. Could not go back there with Jacob Cortez as the score will stay at 13-8. Gaugiran, Gojo Cruz from the corner. That's no good. Cortez in transition. Cortez kicks it out to Makalali for the corner triple. Off target there, Amos secures it. Marasigan, he'll pump a three. That's short as well. And now, Helsano secures the basketball.
Oh.
Great heads-up play there. Active hands by the Green Archers.
The Uphsd-Altas cannot afford those kind of turnovers, lalo sa transition.
Pablo with the teardrop. You mentioned it, Coach. If you're the Altas, you gotta play a perfect game against a very strong team in the De-La-Salle University Green Archers.
Exactly. Ngayon, andyan pa, dumating pa yung reinforcements nila galing dito kay Luis Pablo at Doy Tungo. Kasi nung first nila na encounter, wala pa itong dalawang to.
That is very true, Coach. As you see, Gojo Cruz get the bucket and the foul. You mentioned it. In their first matchup, Pablo and Dungo were not in the lineup. And early on in this game, they've really made a huge difference for the Archers.
Oo, nagparamdam agad itong dalawang missing players ng first encounter nila Pero, of course, alam naman natin na itong Perpetual nakapag-adjust na to. And I saw them preparing, nagpa-practice yan sila dito for this game.
After that very quick start from both teams, Coach, it's very surprising that with less than 2 minutes left to go, the score is only 15-11.
Partner, this is the play for third na, di ba? Kahit ganun ka-intense yung offense sila, yung defense, syempre mas intense yan.
I feel like the score is 30-30 right now, especially with how the crowd has gotten crazy over every LaSalle bucket, Coach.
Kasi pala, yung LaSalle, they have an affiliate school pala dito. I believe that's St. John yata, if I'm not mistaken.
Kulang now, immediately making an impact, seeing his first minutes of action in this game, immediately go to the free throw line, but he could not make that first free throw.
Pero pala, partner, no, itong De-La-Salle, as what I mentioned, meron silang crowd dito di ba? Ito naman Perpetual Altas. they've won the hearts of the
Oh, yeah.
people around here as well. Gano na on how they played last night, na pinakita nila yung puso ng isang Altas. Kaya meron din silang quite a crowd here as well.
The Altas definitely added a lot of fans from Rcit to their fan base
talaga.
with their efforts last night against Team Brian Curl. If you weren't able to catch that matchup, you need to watch that replay. It was an amazing game, especially in the second half.
Intense yan, grabe.
Amos with the basketball. Gives it to Cortez. Pick and roll action between Cortez and Amos. Great hedge by Hasano as Marasigan. Nowhere to go. Cortez, he gets bumped by Orgo. Makalalag on the drive. Great defense there by Kaugiran. As the shot clock now is down to 1 second for the Green Archers.
You really gotta commend the defense na pinapakita nitong Altas. Not just
Oh,
a
yeah.
transition, even sa half court na ganun. Orgo bumping Jacob Cortez and staying on his ground. Holding his ground for that matter.
Cortez with a lob to Makalalag. That one is off the mark. Great behind though by Cortez. Makalalag just get that balance as Kaugiran do it on both ends of the floor. Picking up the block on one end and then scoring on the other end. Marasigan driving by the corner. Another great defensive play there by Kaugiran as Amos' three-pointer is no good. As the foul is called, coach. You saw it again there. Kulang didn't get the offensive rebound. But it was his effort that gave him another opportunity.
I mean, they were trying to box him out kasi Moses Kulang, he's just gonna be around that paint, grabbing all the offensive rebounds possible. So nangyari, nahawakan na lang sa shorts pag box out. Hindi naman nakita agad ng ating referee.
I believe there should be 14 seconds on the shot clock. And it's back to 1 minute.
Oo, yung timer natin. It's been acting up since
Oh,
we started talaga. Parang bang ayaw niya matapos yung quarter. Nope, balik tayo sa 1 minute. 6 seconds lang. Nope, 1 minute ulit. Di ba nga umangat pa ng 5 minutes yun one time?
The clock did predict overtime yesterday, coach.
Actually.
Between Adamson and LaSalle. It read 5 minutes even though we're only under a minute left. And surprise, surprise, we had overtime in what was probably one of the best games thus far of this tournament.
Totoo.
So LaSalle will have 14 seconds to work with here. Amos is trying to find his point guard in Cortez, who will try and post up against Orgo. Cortez still can't get it to fall. And early on, coach, aside from that three by Jacob Cortez, missing on his last 2 attempts in the post.
Well, that's made possible dahil dito kay Orgo, di ba? He's really holding his ground against a one-on-one play sa post, against a Jacob Cortez.
5 seconds to work with now for the Altas. Orgo is pleading for a shooting foul. I believe the refs will not give it to him.
Fishing expedition ulit. Pero great heads up play doon para dito kay Jacob Cortez as they're just, this is second team foul pa lang, or third rather.
Sideline inbounds. Durendez will do the honors. Expect this ball to go to Gojo Cruz. Now Lozano will inbound the basketball and a zone look now for the Archers to end this quarter. Lozano. They give it to Rembles at the buzzer.
Oh, almost.
Just could not get the lucky bounce as the Archers, after a very hot start there in the first quarter, are only up by 1 heading to the second quarter. We'll be right back. Realty Development Corporation, Civic Merchandising Inc., Mega Gold Construction and Development, Havescore Motor Inc., Capes Electric Cooperative Inc., BY and Sons Trading Inc., Dulce Via Beauty and BM Junjun Billones, Solid Motorcycle Distributor Inc., Historia Forest Garden and Gold's Gym. Marasiga now in the post. They're trying to go to Makalalag. That's way far from what he's used to though. At Makalalag, nowhere to go. Amos, as it will be a shot clock violation. Great defense shown there by the red shirts coach.
Oh, I actually thought JC Makalala was gonna have a heat check as he hit earlier, 3-pointer just when the quarter started. And wala, yun yung naging turnover para dito sa ating De La Salle University.
Corpus now with the basketball, seeing his first action of the game. No hesitation from Jim Corpus. Could not get the bounce. Great effort shown there by Orgo. And he will be rewarded as the ball will stay on this side of the floor.
Oo, puso lang talaga, no? Tsaka hustle just to be able to get that ball. Yung mga 50-50 ball, gusto nila gawing 80-20. 80 sa kanila dapat.
For a guy like Orgo, coach, one of the shortest players in this tournament, but his heart has just been on a different level, really fighting against the bigger point guards, and there again, fighting for every 50-50 basketball.
Oo, talaga, yun talaga gusto mong makita sa isang player with that size. Diba? Sabi ko nga kagabi, it's not how big you are, it's how big your heart is.
And Orgo has one of the biggest hearts, not just on the Altas, but of this entire tournament. A foul is called. I'm not sure who they're going to give it to.
I believe si Mendoza yung nanawagan ng foul sa ilalim. I'm sorry, Gilsano.
I believe it was Alzano was called for the foul.
Yeah.
In that first quarter, coach, if there's one thing both teams did, it was really play clean defense and prevent fouls, as both teams only had 4 fouls, excluding those personal fouls up until the last minute. 4 fouls combined.
Oo, walang nag-penalty situation actually. Diba, with the intensity of defense that they're playing, walang fouls na masyado nangyayari.
Tavera seeing his first action of the game as he passed it off to Amos. They feed it down low to Kulang, who was fouled by Tulabut. And now, as we see La Salle do a lot in this tournament, coach, they go for that double backcourt of Tavera and Cortez.
Yeah, and talking about Tavera, he's been phenomenal this tournament, diba?
As we have a ceasefire in the action here, 7 minutes. Back to the action here at the Dingoy Roas Civic Center, as we have the Altas and the Archers. 14 seconds to work with here for the Archers on this possession, who have Tovera, Amos, Cortez, Kulang, and I believe that's Dungo. Meanwhile, for the Altas, they have Corpus, Velasquez, Maglupay, Tulabot, and Kaugiran. Amos, he pops it through that short. And LaSalle is saying that it was partially blocked.
Pero sabi ng referees, hindi, wala namang umabot. Hindi daw natap. Ang laki-laki daw eh. Hindi abot.
Oh, yeah. There was no way Corpus could have reached the high jumper of one Mason Amos. Three-pointer from Cristino is no good. As the ball will stay on this side of the floor.
Seconds on the shot clock.
12 seconds to work with on this possession for the Altas after Cristino missed that wide open corner triple.
Pero sayang, ha? Ang ganda na ng ginawang backpick play doon ng Altas. Pero comment natin yung help side ng De La Salle University. As umabot agad sila doon sa backpick na yun.
Tulabot couldn't make that three either as Cortez nearly loses handle of the basketball. Tavera being guarded by Velasquez. Cortez by the corner. He has Amos down in the post. Cortez fakes. Cortez will head to the line and get that bucket to fall. Jacob Cortez, who has been a very efficient scorer here in the Rcit Invitational Tournament, averaging 16 points for LaSalle, leading the way for LaSalle.
Again, di ba, na-mention na natin to eh. He's getting a lot of those kinds of fouls eh. Di ba? Yung konting fake or bump, tapos end one. Lagi nagagawa nito ni Jacob Cortez.
Bonus free throw for Cortez is up and good. So LaSalle's lead will go back to 5. Yes, 5 points. Maglupay now. Thought they had Cristino cutting. Pick and roll action between Maglupay and Cristino. Maglupay, his short jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. Cortez wins it. Pass it up to Tavera. The double point guard look now for LaSalle. Dungo. Back to Tavera. Cortez pulls the ball back. Wants more space. Cortez. In and out. Cortez. Midi. Off target that time, coach.
Grabe yung nakikita natin chemistry na itong dalawang point guard nila na yun. When Jacob pulled that ball back, alam na kung neto ni Joaquin Tavera kung anong gagawin niya. So he gives that blur screen to clear out the way para din sa kanyang point guard na si Jacob Cortez.
Dungo on the other end thought about pumping that three. Tavera now, he will be given the space to work with, and he will get a screen from Diet. Tavera, his corner jumper trickled around the rim for a couple of seconds and was able to find the bottom of the net.
We're seeing a lot of one-on-ones, isolations para dito sa De La Salle University. They're just giving a little bit of a screen, a ghost screen or blur screen, and then bahala na sila may bola. You do your work.
On the other end, great feed down low to Tulabot, feeding his big man who was wide open down in the paint. Tavera expecting to go for a heat check. Tavera doesn't get the fall that time. Again, Kulang won't be rewarded with the rebound as he was fouled.
Moses Kulang, just too long, too aggressive to get those offensive rebounds talaga eh. Parang mahirap talaga.
That's a huge reason why, Coach, the Altas already have 4 fouls in this quarter compared to only 2 fouls in the first quarter. Because Kulang was barely in the first quarter playing.
Hindi siya nag-start kanina eh. Diba? So ngayon, siguro 3 out of 3 dun sa 4 na foul, siya yung naka-force nun.
But on that baseline inbound, Coach, that can happen if the Altas just fell asleep, leaving Dungo wide open. Velasquez on the other end, another and one bucket. As just as I say that, LaSalle as well, falling asleep on defense.
Oo, akala nila sumiset up, humihingi ng screen na si Velasquez, but he chooses to take it all the way to the basket. Pati si Tuvera nagulat sa ginawa nito ni Velasquez.
So both teams now a bit aggressive with their hand. A couple of fouls already in the second quarter. A very huge difference compared to the first quarter as we see Velasquez make the bonus free throw.
Yeah. The Altas now, again, mixing up their defense as they're showing a half-court, 75% trap. 1-2-2 trap for that matter.
Dongo connects on another three-pointer. Make that 3 threes now for Dongo. And he has been a spark for the Archers. Tulabot down in the paint. Another and one opportunity for the Altas, who are getting whatever they want in that paint.
Great recognition para dito sa teammates ito sa players itong Altas. No, nakita nila may mismatch agad doon sa ilalim, and they're very quick to give that ball down low for an end one possibility.
Also for the Altas coach, these end-on opportunities that they are getting are just way too easy. If you're gonna foul, might as well foul hard, but clean hard fouls, not dirty, unsportsmanlike fouls.
Hindi kasi para nag-start yun because of the quick inbound, right off that three-pointer, quick inbound forward pass agad. So yung napunta dun sa ilalim si Tuvera against AJM Tulabot. So they took advantage agad-agad.
Sardon was caught in no man's land there if he wanted to throw a lob or try and score the basketball, as Naib's layup is no good. Casinillo now checking back into this game. He's being pressured by Tuvera. Pagulayan, nowhere to go. Borra now given the space to shoot, and he makes them pay.
Andun talaga yung range niya na yun di ba? Parang last game din, he took a couple of three-pointers and some perimeter shots. And now, dito pa pumapasok na yung mga tira niya.
Tuvera, Dongo, can he make it 4 triples? Could not hit the target on that one. But a good shot still if you're Dongo. Especially with how he started this game.
Oo. Tsaka meron siyang 3 triples, if I'm not mistaken.
Pagulayan, he'll pump that 3. Cannot get it to fall. As Dongo secures the tie. Nearly loses it. As a steal there by Maglupay. Maglupay versus Dongo, and Maglupay. Not just a strong player, but also a very fast player. There was Maglupay.
Oo, hindi na siya inabutan ng defense doon. Neto ni Doy Dumo.
Tuvera drives. Gagata could not get a clean handle of the basketball. It's a 2-on-2 break. Maglupay gets rejected there by Taib.
Great transition defense para dito sa ating green shirts.
Dongo now on the other end. Great feed down low to Gagata, who gets the bucket and the harm. They've been trying to feed their big men for these past couple of possessions. Finally, Gagata was able to get a clean handle of that basketball, and it showed their coach an easy 2 points for Gagata.
Tsaka ang ganda ng ginawa doon ni Doy Dumo, di ba? Parang he did not lose his cool. He was about to take that shot, pero nakita niya, mas open tong kakampi ko sa ilalim and gave that drop pass perfectly.
Daep, after he got that rejection, was subbed as Abadam will check in for him. Meanwhile, for the Altas, Royuna checks in for the first time of this ball game, subbing in for Pagulayan. Gagata's bonus free throw is good. There was a lane violation. I'm not sure if this one will count. It will count.
Yeah, they counted it.
It counted.
Yeah. Kasi against sa Lasal yata naman.
Casinillo, Toroliuna. Tabora at the top of the key. They're trying to get to that matchup between Duremdes and Tuvera. As Duremdes stumbles, Tuvera's on the floor. Is able to save the Sardon. Sardon penetrates. He has nowhere to go. Tavera, top of the key, got it. If there's one guy who can get a goal in a hurry, coach, it's Joaquin Tavera.
Oh, he's been playing phenomenal in this league. Grabe yan. Napakaganda ring hanap na ginawa nito ni Luis Pablo to locate Joaquin Tavera wide open on the top of the key.
The Altas now. Elsano wanted to give the Bora down low. Casinillo counters for 3. Could not get it to go. And LaSalle with a chance here to make this a 3-possession game. Topex is telling everyone to get the hell out of the way. To let Tavera cook. And just as I say that, he turns it over, coach.
Nagkaroon ng miscommunication eh. Parang they wanted a clear out. Kaso lumapit naman yung teammate niya sa kanya to give a ball screen. Eh, sabi niya, no, kaya ko naman to. Kaya ko na to one-on-one.
So the ball will go back
Oo.
to the Altas. I swear, coach, the commentator's jinx has to be real. Just as I say that Tavera was gonna do something, and then this turns it over.
Di ba?
Casinillo now with the basketball. He'll use a screen from Borja. Pass it off to Rolyuna. He'll use a screen from Milsano. Shot clock now winding down. Great play there by Rolyuna. Just got blocked by the rim as the shot clock will reset to 14. Great awareness there, coach, by the Altas, finding the mismatch of Milsano being guarded by Sardon.
Oo, actually. Ang kaso nga lang, hindi lang na-maximize. They were not able to produce some points on that possession. Pero, the ball is still with them. So, meron pa silang opportunity here to trim down that lead.
Down to the last 1 minute and 14 seconds here in the first half. Both teams have really done a great job, coach, of taking care of the basketball. Just 10 turnovers combined.
Oh, what a setup para dito sa red shirts natin. Great inbound play there.
After that great inbounds play by Coach Olsen Rosella, Topex Robertson has to talk things over here as their lead has dwindled down to 4 points. A minute and 13 seconds left in the first half as the Altas will look to go for a 2-1 75 full court press to try and really make the La Green Archers work on this possession. Easily broken there by Tavera and Saibo as Tavera gets a screen from Gagate. Saibo, he's already made one earlier, gets another one!
Great setup coming dito kay Joaquin Tavera. Everyone was actually expecting for him to take that shot. Pero nakita niya wide open to si Saibo, no? Easy kick out, 3-pointer para sa De La Salle University.
On the other end, Casinillo. Too tall there for Joaquin Tavera as Tavera had no chance to try and block that layup by Casinillo. Tavera, he'll pump a 3. That's no good. Casinillo does not have the numbers. They can settle for the final shot here. Elsano holds the ball and gives it to Casinillo. 9 seconds left on our game clock. Casinillo, he'll drive. He'll kick it out. Ilsano could not hit the rim of that possession, as that will be the end of the first half, as the Perpetual help Altas only trailed by 5 points against
Hello, ciao check. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, mayong hapon sa aton tanan. While our teams take their halftime break, we will take this opportunity to recognize the distinguished individuals, guests, officials, partners, and supporters whose presence and contributions have helped make the Rojas City Invitational Tournament 2026 possible. We will call our honorees by group. May we request each recipient to please come forward as your name is being called. We will begin with our distinguished guests and members of the Board of Commissioners. May we invite, ladies and gentlemen, our Tournament Commissioner, Miguel Antonio, Coach Mike Reyes, to please come forward to receive the Certificate of Appreciation. We would like to invite Mayor Ronnie Dadivas and the members of the City Councils to please proceed to the center court for the awarding of the certificate. May we invite, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Father Jiven Gumban, Member, Board of Commissioners, to please come forward to receive the Certificate of Appreciation. Reverend Father Jiven Gumban.
Ayoko, miss. Pabalik ka, miss. Miss, bati mo nga, miss. Ha? Bati. Bati, Coach Mike, wala. Bati na. Kay Coach Mike.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, may we invite Mr. Rodolfo Villarus, Member, Board of Commissioners, to please come forward to receive the Certificate of Appreciation. Mr. Rodolfo Villarus. At this time, may we also invite Mr. Rolin Loyola, Member, Board of Commissioners, to please come forward to receive the Certificate of Appreciation. Mr. Rolin Loyola. Ladies and gentlemen, may we also invite Mr. Wilmar Candido, Member, Board of Commissioners, to please come forward to receive the Certificate of Appreciation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with the certificate of presentation for our team sponsors. We now recognize the generous team sponsors whose support has helped make the participation of our team possible. May we invite Ms. Myla B. Moico of MBM Construction, team sponsor of Brian Curl Basketball Academy, to please come forward to receive the certificate of recognition. Ms. Myla Moico of MBM Construction. Also, ladies and gentlemen, may we invite Mr. Nap Beltran of NLB Construction team sponsor of UAC Cashboro, Melbourne, Australia, to please come forward and receive the certificate of recognition. Mr. Nap Beltran of NLB Corporate Construction. Mr. Nap Beltran. Also, ladies and gentlemen, may we invite Mr. Noel Lacheca of B-Shine Parma, team sponsor of Adamson University, to please come forward to receive the certificate of recognition. Mr. Noel Lacheca of B-Shine Parma. May we invite Miss Dolores Ninin Di Vicente of Kingsfield, team sponsor of De La Salle University, to please come forward to receive the certificate of recognition. Miss Dolores Ninin Di Vicente of Kingsfield. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may we also invite Miss Warlita Pagulong of Wilmar Merchandising, team sponsor of University of Perpetual Health System, to please come forward and receive the certificate of recognition. Miss Warlita Pagulong of Wilmar Merchandising. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may we invite Mr. Gadi Tuason of Lux Production, team sponsor of University of Perpetual Health System, to please come forward to receive the certificate of recognition. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll proceed with the certificate presentation to our tournament officials and organizers. We also recognize the dedicated officials and organizers who have worked behind the scenes and on the court to help ensure the successful conduct of this tournament. May we invite our tournament organizer, Mr. Van Halen Parmes, to please come forward to receive the certificate of appreciation. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, may we also invite Mr. Reynaldo Cañete. Mr. Reynaldo Cañete, our technical head, to please come forward and receive the certificate of appreciation. May we invite, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Cream, our referee supervisor, to please come forward to receive the certificate of appreciation. Mr. Richard Cream. May we invite, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Dave Casas. John Dave Casas, the floor director, to please come forward to receive the certificate of appreciation. To all our honorees, sponsors, officials, and organizers, thank you for your valuable support, commitment, and contribution to the Rojas City. Okay, we now invite Mr. Noel Lacheca to please come forward and receive your certificate of appreciation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, to all our honorees, sponsors, officials, and organizers, thank you for your valuable support, commitment, and contribution to the Rojas City Invitational Tournament 2026. Let us give all of them a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mayor Tony. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and in a bit, we will be back. Ladies and gentlemen, for the battle for third place. We're now on the halftime break.
third quarter between the Perpetual Help Altas and the De La Salle University Green Archers, and a battle between the NCAA and the UAAP, and a chance to win third place of the first ever Rojas City Invitational Tournament. Early on, Coach, we talked about the backcourt for both squads. For the Altas, Casinillo has 4. Gojo Cruz only has 3. Meanwhile, for La Salle, Cortez has 6. Tovera has 5. And Macalalag has 3. For the Archers, it's been all duy-dungo, Coach.
Well, na-mention nga natin earlier, no? Yung first meeting nila, there was no Doy Dungo around. So ngayon, he is making his presence felt right off the bat.
Maglupay, great play there again by the Altas, who have really scored a lot in the paint, especially in that second quarter, Coach, where they had a couple of end-one opportunities.
Ito na yung hinihingi natin na matchup kanina. Maglupay versus Boris Marasigan.
Amos makes his first 3 of the game, and the lead is back up to 6 for La Salle. Gojo Cruz. Great feed down low. Bora just could not get the shot to fall. Dungo, he was the man in the first half. Amos. That would be an incredible heat check if he took that one. They're trying to give it to Amos down low. Marasigan, as Dungo turns it over. He was not expecting that pass from Marasigan. As the ball will go back to the Perps.
Ito nga ang De La Salle, we're seeing a really different squad right now. Hindi na sila nagso-slow start. Talagang start pa lang ng actually first quarter, game na agad. Start ng second half, game na agad. Wala nang slow start, so start. Again, it's now or never.
As Orgo with the cut down low. Sliding in the DMs of La Salle was Sean Orgo.
Oh, Orgo really playing well this game.
Cortez on the other end, off balance and still got it to fall.
Grabe, and that was over the outstretched arms of Mark Cruz.
Maglupay, 2-man game with Bora. Bora, no hesitation, could not get it to go as Pablo secures the rebound.
Natulak siya ng konti ni Tulabon dun. And he knew it right away.
Tulabot picks up that personal foul. Just his second foul of the game. Boats. Pablo now with the basketball. They're trying to feed it down low to our favorite matchup, Coach, of Marasigan and Maglupay. Okay. And now we get it. And that time, Maglupay wins that matchup against the 2 big bodies of both squads. Bora, they feed it down low. I cannot see what is happening.
Actually, ako rin, partner. Ganon karami yung mga tao dito. They're covering our view sa nangyayari. Pero I believe nakakuha dito ng foul si Maglupay, no? So he was playing on the defensive end and pati sa offensive end siya na rin lumabaho. Of course, credit sa magandang pasa nito ni Borja pumunta sa kanya.
With the number of people that keep coming around us, Coach, as my fiancée Jem Sen would like to say, that's a good problem to have. Very good problem to have.
Di ba? Kasi actually, sobrang dami ng tao. First time. And that was a really good move para dito sa mga tao natin na they said, move natin ng 6 p.m. para yung mga working people, makapunta agad sila, makanood naman sila ng whole game.
But on the poster, it said 5 p.m. So Ross City is not a stranger to Filipino time. Because we knew it was going to start at 6, but the poster said 5 p.m. as Gojo Cruz now with the basketball. I'm not sure why Borja just didn't take that one. He had the look there, Coach.
Actually, pero nakita niya kasi ito si JM Tulabot cutting down that lane. He was trying. He wanted unselfish basketball, which they have been really doing really well. Oh,
Borja this time does not pass the basketball and will get the shot to fall. Cortez pushing the pace. Great hands again by Orgo. 2-on-3 break. Orgo on the other end gets a big screen from Tulabo, takes the screen. His midi is no good. Borja with an offensive rebound. Gojo Cruz now. He believes he has a mismatch with Amos. Cruz cruising his way to the mid-range. But Pablo secures the rebound.
gusto ko yung sinabi mo cruising his way. Wow.
If I'm Lasal, great play there by Maglupay to switch on Amos. Cortez, down low to Pablo. Pablo versus Tolabot. Marasigan, he'll pump a three and cashes it in.
Etong isang Boris Marasigan, he could really give you those kind of shots. Hindi lang siya pang-bang ng body sa ilalim. He also has that touch from beyond the arc.
Even though he loves to use his size on most situations, coach, that time showing off the range with Boris Marasigan.
For you to have that strong body, talagang gagamitin mo talaga yan.
Especially if you're gonna play in a pro league like the PBA or the MPBL, you definitely need the mass to contend with some of the bigs there in those kinds of leagues.
Exactly. On point ka dun, partner.
Cortez with the basketball.
Cortez against Sean Orgo, we've been seeing a lot of this matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Full game long.
Pablo nearly loses it. A fight between him and Orgo as Abadam was walking the tightrope by the baseline and he was called for out of bounds.
Great defensive stop there para dito sa red shirts natin. Talagang no one giving up dun sa basketball na yun.
And now the Altas with a chance to trim their deficit even further as it will be Orgo who'll set the offense. Tulabot hands it up to Gojo Cruz. He's been silent up until that point. Gojo Cruz, a very hard angle, coach, to bank a shot.
Saka that's against Earl Abadam. That was Earl Abadam na defense.
Cortez
He just went straight up. Wow.
with a spin. Just could not get it to fall. Great move there by Cortez.
Gandang jump stop nun.
Gojo Cruz, he'll penetrate. He will head to the free throw line using that quick first step of Gojo Cruz.
He's feeling it right now. And kailangan talaga rin ng points coming galing dito kay Gojo Cruz.
Gojo Cruz will head to the free throw line. As the Altas, they did a really good job there, coach, of really limiting their turnovers in the first half. And despite being the smaller team, height-wise anyway, they ended that first half with more offensive rebounds than the Archers. Probably because Kulang only played 6 minutes. But even then, they still have Pablo, they still had Amos as well. And Gagate, who is now in the game.
Yeah, right now they have Luis Pablo, Seven Gagate, and Earl Abadam in that lineup. Actually, even Doy Dungo is not that small. He is also lengthy.
Cortez passed it off to Dungo. He's trying to give to Gagate down low. He does. Gagate turns it over. And now the Altas are running. Orgo couldn't handle the basketball. It is now with Abadam. Abadam spins. Abadam scores!
Nakita niya nasa harap niya isang Sean Orgo. He did not hesitate for a second right there and chooses to attack right away. He uses his body.
Maglupay, he has the lane. He can get the ball. Hasano's second effort is no good as well. Again, LaSalle wanting to run. Abadam turns the ball over. Abadam. It was one of those cases, coach, where he was already thinking about what he was going to do before he caught that basketball.
Hindi pa niya control yung bola nun pero alam mo yun, nagsabay-sabay na.
I mean, it's because he scored in that previous possession, so he was a bit giddy to really try and get another 2 points with Earl Abadam.
Kasi actually, it was a really similar scenario eh. Para nasa kabilang side lang.
So the lead will stay at 5 for the Archers. Maglupay will use a screen from Tulabut. Maglupay, way too easy of a layup for Ray Allen Maglupay.
That was a really great Spain action na ginawa doon ng ating red shirts.
Daeb, seeing his first action of the second half. He turns it over. Great hands there, coached by the Altas on that possession as Gojo Cruz.
All of them were ready for that attack.
Another layup for the Altas as their deficit now is just down to 1 point. As you see here on the replay, just a big screen there by Tulabot, and it was enough for Gojo Cruz. Gojo Cruz with the shot clock winding down. Gojo Cruz, great feed down low, and just like that, coach, the lead now back with Altas.
Yun ang puso ng isang Altas player talaga, di ba? Did you just keep on playing really hard? Pero sabi ni Saibol, tama na kayo. Kami naman, andito pa kami.
Saibol gives LaSalle the lead right back on that free throw line jumper. Borja, big screen there by Gojo Cruz. Thought about taking the three. Thought about taking that short jumper. And again, the shot clock winding down. Cruz could not get that layup to fall. Good defense there by Daep.
Oo, masyadong palaki yung Daep para sa kanya eh. Or he cannot get a shot over him.
Saibol gives it to Dungo. Abadam. Abadam drives. He'll fade. He'll miss. As Borja secures the rebound.
Sabi kasi ni Leo, let's slow it down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can see it in his face. L.A. Casinillo spins. His short jumper is off target. Great effort there by Duremdes, resulting in an easy 2 point for Borja.
Yeah, it's all because of Duremdes' hustle.
Saibol now And I'm not sure why LA Casinello did that. He must really want Pagulayan to check back in the game.
Hindi, parang I think Gojo Cruz got hurt somewhere sa hinahawakan niya yung ribs niya sa side. That's why Pagulayan needed to check right back in. I mean, Cruz was really hot.
Oh yeah.
Not just scoring, sa kanya rin yung assist, easy basket. Pero nga, parang may masakit sa gilid niya.
That might be the only way to stop a guy like Gojo Cruz, coach.
Papunta yun sa bench.
Marasigan now, back to Saibo. Abadam, he'll pump a three. He got it to go!
Sabi niyo kay Pagulayan, hand down, man down.
Earl Abadam is getting it going here in the third quarter as Borja will just... I'm sorry, the ref said it was touched by Lasal.
Na-poke daw ni Mason Amos sa likod.
Alzano couldn't call bank on that three. Pagulayan, no hesitation. Cash money three. JD Pagulayan. JD Pagulayan loves making threes, coach, in the second half.
Diba,
we saw it last night and again today, showing it for the Altas.
In a really timely manner talaga eh.
Airball that time by Marasigan. As again, Casinello will just try and really calm the troops here and settle for a quality shot.
Kasi
Pagulayan really loses it.
they've been doing a really great job with their half-court offense eh. So they want to take advantage of it as well. Tsaka hindi mo na maunahan yung defense eh. Andun na kasi yung defense ng Lasal.
Bora just in the nick of time. Aris Bora beating the shot clock. And now the lead for the Perps is at 3.
The coaches of the Altas shouting, no foul, don't foul.
Last shot time now for the Archers. Abadam has one side of the floor to work with. 3 seconds. Saibo to beat the buzzer. Off the mark there. As that will be the end of the third quarter. Great end by the Altas to really set the pace, set the momentum as they will head through the fourth quarter with a lead. We'll be right back.